Hi there, I'm Tina. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a flow for you that will touch on every part of the body, and it is beginner and senior friendly. So I encourage you to give it a try. I'll be offering modifications for you. So I encourage you to just take the poses to what actually feels good for you in your beautiful body. Yoga is not what it's supposed to look like. It's about what it's supposed to feel like in your body, and it's supposed to feel good. So, that being said, let's get started. Okay, today we're starting in a seated position in Sukhasana or easy seat. You can have the option to sit up on some blocks or a pillow or a cushion or whatever you've got. Just come to a seated position that's comfortable for you. Checking in with the breath to begin with, go ahead and we'll take 3 deep breaths as we raise the arms up on the inhale, gaze up. On the exhale, slowly bring the hands down to the mat. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, down we go. One more, up we go. And exhale, pushing that air down. Start some arm circles here. On the inhale, we reach up and forward. Exhale, down we go. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Getting some shoulder mobility here. Working to connect the breath to our movement. So good for our nervous system. And bringing us to the moment that we're in, because that's the one that matters. Inhale, up we go, and around and down. Now switch directions. Inhale up and exhale back and down. Inhale. Make some noise if you like. Reaching up and down. One more now. Now on the inhale, we reach the arms long and back to the back wall. Exhale, bring the palms together in the front. Few of those, expanding on the inhale, chest forward. Exhale, palms together. Smile as we go. Now reaching up with the left arm, bringing the right fingertips to the mat. We reach the fingertips up as far as we can toward the ceiling on the inhale, breathing some space into the side body. And when you exhale, go ahead and hold those fingers over to the right. Stop. Inhale and reach. Exhale. Fold a little deeper. Rotate that left shoulder back as you reach the fingertips forward. Inhale and exhale. Bend. Maybe gaze under the armpit there. Back to center now, so we take it to the other side. This time, left fingertips down, right arm up. Inhale, once again, we reach and lengthen. On the exhale, we start our bend. Very slowly at first, reaching. And exhale to soften and pull that shoulder back. Reaching once more. And bending. Making sure those sit bones are still glued to the mat. And back to center. Working into the neck now. Reaching the right arm long. Take the left ear toward the left shoulder. And move the chin around ever so slightly. You can close your eyes here. You can take a soft gaze. But whatever you do, you're working to find those little tight spots in the neck. It will be the right neck. And when you find a little tight spot, linger. Imagine that you can send your breath right exactly to that spot to nourish it, to release the knot, and to relax the muscles. Back to center now, other side. This time left fingertips long, reaching out as you bring the right ear to the right shoulder. And again, moving the chin, just micro movements around, maybe a lot though. It's up to you. Like I said, it's your body. Find what feels good to you. Moving around, looking for the tight kinks, the tight spots. And when you find it, send your breath there. And just imagine you're breathing the air in and sending it right to that spot. Great job. Now, one big circle with the nose up to the ceiling and over and down. And now other side. Reverse your circle. Okay, let's come to hands and knees. Setting up for our cat and cow. Our wrists are directly under our shoulders. Knees are under the hips. And we have a sense of length in the spine. So we're pulling the belly in and making sure that we're not just dumping into this here. We're going to go into our cat and cow, waking up the spine a little bit here. On an inhale, drop the belly, pull the tailbone up a little, but more than that, pull the chest forward. Inhale here. Exhale, cat pose. Pull the belly up to the spine, press through the palms, press through the shoulders, creating that dome effect. Tuck the chin. And inhale back to the cow pose. Dropping the belly, pulling the chest, heart space forward. Inhale here. And exhale, round it in. Couple more like that, a little faster. Inhale, tailbone up. And exhale, pressing through the palms, rounding the spine. Now coming back to neutral tabletop. Reach the right leg long, curl those toes. Send, if you'd like, you can stay right here and work, pressing that heel back to the back of the room here. If you'd like to go further, we're going into our balancing tabletop here. We'll reach our left arm forward, parallel to the floor. Stay here. This is another stop in our pose. Working on balance here, working on strength too. If you'd like to go further, lift the toes. Balancing tabletop. Stay here for 2 or 3 breaths as you wobble and you shake. And remember, it's all very, very good for you. Smile as you go. Now inhale, reach the fingertips forward and the toes back. Exhale, pull the elbow and the knee to touch. Inhale now, reaching once more, creating a sense of length. And then we pull it in on the exhale, elbow to knee. Here we go. One more reach. And pull it in. From here, we reach the left arm up to the ceiling, noticing how far you can reach up now. And we're going into thread the needles. So left arm under the right, bring that left ear and shoulder to the mat. Right arm is long. Thread the needle here. You can stay right here working into this wonderful stretch, or you can take it a little further by reaching the toes out long once more, the right toes. Staying here, or going for a balance pose by lifting the toes up, creating a line from toes to fingertips. Wherever you are here, if your leg is lifted, pull that right hip down toward the mat. Breathing, shaking probably, and wobbling. It's all good for us. And we bring that knee back in if it's up. Then we walk the right fingertips in, press back up. Now reach that right arm back up to the ceiling. Ooh, and see if it opened it up. Feels good. And down we go. Taking it to the other side now. Here we go. Left toes long, or left leg long, toes tucked. Staying here in your balancing tabletop. Taking it further if you'd like by reaching the right arm forward. Staying here or lifting the toes. Parallel to the mat. Mindful of the left hip pulling down toward the mat. And maybe shaking like I am, wobbling. It's all good. Now, wherever we are, we're going to pull that elbow to knee on the exhale. Inhale, elbow to knee. Exhale. One more. Reach as far as you can and bring it in. Set the left knee down and reach the right arm up to the ceiling. And thread that needle. Right arm under the left this time. Right shoulder and ear to the mat. Left arm is long. Come up onto those fingertips. And you can stay right here working to take it further. Left leg long. Stay here. Pulling the hip down, the left hip down. Or raising that leg up, creating a long line of energy from the toes to the tippy fingertips. Wherever you are, breathe deeply. Notice your breath. If your breath is short and choppy, you might want to just back up a little bit. You might have gone a little too far in the pose. All right, left knee down. Walk that left arm in and press up. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling once more. Did that help? Helped me out a lot. And down we go. Now we reach the left toes back once more and pull that left foot over to the side of the mat as you gather your strength here for a modified side plank. If you feel you want to go further in your modified side plank, lift the leg and congratulate yourself for wherever you are. Lower that right leg down and gather your strength up and come up off the mat for gate pose. Gate pose, we have our right leg long, right arm is coming down that leg, left arm is up to the ceiling as we inhale and exhale, bend over toward that elongated leg. Coming back up, inhale here, plant the palms down, coming back to your tabletop. We're going to take that to the other side. This time, left leg long, and bring the right toes off the mat to the right. And we're coming up, we're going to reach the left arm up to the ceiling for our modified side plank here. Staying here or lifting the toes. Smiling, trying to smile, breathing deeply. Inhale here and come on down. Sending it now to your child's pose. Child's pose can be knees together or knees wide. Yogi's choice here. Again, where are you today? Just honor that. Coming into child's pose, reaching the palms forward and coming toward the mat with the forehead. In child's pose, you may want to congratulate yourself for showing up and showing yourself this self-care and self-love. Maybe set a one-word intention for your day, something you want to notice or you want to feel throughout your day. I always like the word joy. Breathe here. Take 5 breaths here. Coming out of child's pose now, walking the hands in, bringing the knees together, or bringing the knees under the hips once more. And now we're going to head up to our downward facing dog. For downward dog, we're walking the palms out. So the wrists are just forward of the shoulders. We'll curl the toes under and take your time here to get up to your down dog. Start to lift the knees, pressing into the palms. Keep the knees bent as much as you need to here. Bring the belly toward the thighs. Heels can be lifted. Knees, again, can be bent or anywhere in between lengthened. And you might want to pedal the heels here, walking the dog. Find some organic movement here that feels good. Wherever you are, press the chest down, press through the palms, downward facing dog. Feels good. Okay, make your way to the top of the mat now with baby steps. Mindful. What's it feel like in your feet today? How are they doing? Walking up. Forward fold here. Now, forward fold, we keep the knees bent. Belly comes toward the thighs. We are not lengthening the legs here. We're protecting our back. And we're hanging the head. Forward fold. Begin to slowly come up. We're taking it slow. Up to our mountain pose, Tadasana. In Tadasana, we stand tall. We are mindful of our feet grounded to the mat, lifting the kneecaps, tucking the tailbone down, and the belly in. Shoulders are down, away from the ears, and the palms are shining forward, mountain pose. Just take a moment here in this pose to appreciate it. From here, bring the hands to prayer center and bring your weight all the way to the tip toes, leaning forward as far as you can before you start to fall, playing with our weight here. And then back into the heels. And then over to the left, coming maybe onto the knife edge of your feet, over to the left, and then over to the right now. It's really good to play with our balance here. Reach up on the inhale. We're going down now to forward fold. Swan dive or prayer center, hands all the way down. Halfway lift here. Sink the hips down, chair pose. Palms can come to prayer center. Lift the toes if you can. Lift the chest if you can. Chair pose. And we rise all the way up. Hands to prayer center. Shift the weight now to your left foot and step your Right foot back to your high lunge. High lunge. Back knee is bent. Front knee is over the front ankle. And you are balancing here. You can take your stance wider if you like. You're going to play with this and find what works for you. I like back knee to be bent so that my spine can be straight and long. High lunge. Now, hinge forward at the hips. Reach the fingertips back to the back of the room. Tilt forward. Inhale here. Come back up. Hands to prayer center. Exhale. Inhale here. Tilt. Exhale. Coming back up. And twist. I mean, or tilt rather. Yep. That's how it goes. And then back up. Hands to prayer center. Pivoting the back foot parallel to the short edge of the mat to move into our warrior two. Front knee again over that front ankle, and you choose the depth of your warrior two. Adjust your stance. Once you find your foot position, send the arms long and pull the shoulder blades together in the back. Breathe here. Gaze over the front fingertips. Inhale, reach the front fingers forward as you scoop the air up and over. Back arm down the leg, reverse warrior. Pull the shoulder back. Back to warrior two now. Bring that left elbow to the knee, right arm up and over. Side angle. Now we're not dumping all of our weight into this elbow if we can help it. If you have trouble with that, pull your right fingers up to the ceiling rather than all the way over. Gaze up. Plant the right palm down and reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Easy twist. Inhale. Bring that left palm down. Step the right foot back. Come on to the right knife edge of the foot to side plank, reaching up. Modifying if you like, you can use your top foot as a kickstand. Side plank. Bring the hips up toward the ceiling. And we come back. Plant the palms and send it up to downward facing dog. Make your way now. Step up to the top of the mat. Forward fold, knees are bent. All the way up we go. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Hands to prayer center. Shift the weight to the right foot. Step the left foot back. High lunge. Remembering the checklist here. Back knee is bent to protect the spine. High lunge here. Creating some strength. You are strong. We are strong. From here, inhale, exhale, tilt forward. Reach the fingertips to the back of the room. Inhale back up. And we tilt. Exhale. Inhale back up to center. And tilt once more. Starting to feel a burn there in the glute. It's good for us. Coming back up now. Shift the back foot to warrior two. Finding your stance here. Send the arms long. Gaze over the front fingertips and pull the shoulder blades together. Reach the fingertips forward as you inhale and scoop that air up and over. Reverse warrior as you pull that right shoulder back. Back to warrior two now, bringing that right elbow to the knee. Left arm up to the ceiling or all the way over bicep next to the ear. Being careful not to dump the weight into this elbow. Breathing here. You've got this. You're doing great. And now we plant the palms. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling, easy twist. Plant the palms once more. Bring the right foot back to meet the left and come to the left edge of your feet for side plank. Modifying here using the front foot as a kickstand if you need, or even lowering the knee. It's totally up to you. Choose your side plank. Wherever you are, pull the hips up to the ceiling. Maybe gaze up to the ceiling. And we come back to center, plant the palms, and send it to down dog. Lower the knees here. And we are going to come into puppy pose. For puppy pose, we walk the palms out. We keep the hips over the knees. Walk the palms out and bring the forehead toward the mat. And sink the chest toward the mat. And you've all seen your puppies do this, puppy pose. Feels good. Breathing here, maybe for a moment you come back to your intention, what you'd like to carry through your day. I'd like to carry joy through my day today. And then we come back up, walk the hands in, and press up to downward facing dog. Once again, make your way to the top of the mat. And when you arrive, bend the knees and forward fold. Halfway lift here. And set the hips back. Chair pose once more. Bring the hands to prayer center again. Shift the weight to the heels. Lift the toes. Chest up and forward. And bring the belly in. Chair pose. Now we come all the way up, reaching upward salute. Inhale. And exhale, hands to prayer center. Great job. Shake that out. That's a lot of work, but it's so good for us. Excellent job. This time, shift the weight to the left foot and lift the right knee up. Now, this is a balance pose, so if you're new or struggling, you can keep your toes on the mat or lift it just a little or lift it as high as you can, wherever you are. Go ahead and bring that left palm to the outer knee or thigh and reach the right arm back to the back of the room for a standing twist. Maybe gazing to the side or to the back of the room. Now, the back of the room is an added challenge that I'm not quite doing today, but you can try it if you'd like. Standing twist. Come back to center now. Find your tree pose. Bus stop one. Toes are on the mat. Heel is above the ankle. Tree pose. Our knee is yearning towards the back of the room, pressing outward. Or you can take it a little further. foot up to the calf or all the way up to the thigh. Wherever you are, you're wobbling. Maybe it's a windy day for your tree. And you take a gaze down and pull the belly in tight and see if you can grow a little taller in the spine. This will help your balance. And press the knee outward. Tree pose. Breathing here. And if you fall out, no worries. Just give it another try or skip it. Whatever feels good to you today. And we release that down. From here, shift again to the weight to the left foot and bring the right toes back behind you. Here we are in the beginning phases. We're heading to Warrior 3. Warrior 3, our spine is long, palms at prayer center as we hinge forward at the hips and lift the toes any amount off of the mat. Balancing here, breathing, balance poses, keep you in the moment, and they are good for you. When you're ready, come on out and release it. Shake that out. Good job. Okay, right into the other side. Shift the weight to the right foot. Lift the left knee any amount for our standing twist. Right palm to the outer left knee as you reach the left arm toward the back of the room, keeping the hips square to the top of the mat. Gaze is anywhere that suits you, forward, to the side, or to the back, which is the biggest challenge of all. Take your standing twist to where you like. Breathing here. And back to center. Tree pose. You choose your tree. Find it for yourself. Wherever you are, pull the belly in for stability. Grow tall in the spine. Knee is toward the back of the room. You're doing great. Focusing, appreciating your beautiful balance, the journey that you have in cultivating better balance, always good for us. And we release. Coming to Warrior 3, shift the weight again to the right foot as you bring the left toes back behind you. Spine is long. Shift or hinging forward at the hips to lift the toes any amount off of the mat. Breathing and concentrating and appreciating where balance poses take you. And maybe you fall out like I do, and maybe you just try again and say yay for yourself. Warrior 3. When you're ready, come on out and shake it out. Give yourself a nice pat on the back, a nice round of applause for doing so well today. Excellent job. From here, we're going to step wide for our wide-legged forward fold. So choose the depth of your wide-legged forward fold here. And from here, hinge forward at the hips, any amount. Now here, you can bring your blocks if you'd like to bring the floor up to you, or you can go without. It's up to you. But wherever you are, we're not rounding. Our spine is long, and we're taking that forward fold to wherever our tolerance is. No pain, though. We just say no to pain. We just say yes to nice, juicy stretches, but no to pain. Forward fold. Holding down. Breathing through it. Leading with the chest now, hands at the hips. We rise back up, press into the feet. Bring the heels in and the toes out. Arms up to the ceiling, coming to our goddess pose. Squatting down, bringing the knees over the ankles and cactus the arms. Shoulder blades are together here. Inhale, up we go. Lengthen to star. And exhale down to goddess. Up we go, one more. And we squat. Bring the palms to the thighs and take that lunge, Skandasana. You can bring the hands to the mat as you lunge over to the right. Now we come back up and we take it to the other side, Skandasana. Side lunge, left. And you can choose your depth here. We're going to the other side. So side lunge can be right up here. And over now to the other side. Choosing what your body is calling for. Listen and honor that wisdom. There we go. Side lunge. From here, coming back up, heel toe the feet in, a little wider than the hips. And we're going into a yogi squat here. So we are going to experiment with this. If this is new to you, bring a block or two and come to sit on that block. Bus stop one here. Adjust your feet so that you can bring your elbows to the inside of the knees. Hands of prayer, pressing those knees outward. Yogi squat here. Garland pose, sometimes called garland pose. Breathing here. This is so, so good for you. If you do one yoga asana every day, I would recommend squats. This is a really good yogi squat. So good for you. Breathing here. And we release. I'm going to square to the front of the mat. Leaning back now, working into boat pose. Boat pose is excellent for the hip flexors and the core. Bring the chest up high, crown of the head towards the top of the room, and begin to lift maybe one shin, the other shin, or maybe both at the same time, parallel to the mat. You're finding your boat pose that works for you. Maybe both toes stay on the mat. This is beneficial as well for your boat pose. Palms can be behind the thighs or out parallel to the shins if your shins are raised. To go further, you can lengthen the legs any amount. Boat pose. Holding wherever you're at. When you're ready, release. And that feels good. Soles of the feet together now for cobbler's pose. Now, when you come into cobbler's pose, go ahead and give your feet a little massage. Feels really good. Thank them for all the work they do. Grab the ankles, sit up tall, bring the chest upward, and feel that nice stretch. From here, lean back onto the palms behind you and bring the right foot over the left knee for pigeon pose, seated pigeon pose. So from here, you're finding the depth here. You can have your left foot longer wherever your pigeon pose is. We're looking for a nice stretch in the right hip. So play with that. Bring that left foot toward you to intensify the stretch. But find whatever works for you here. Pigeon pose. Breathing through this stretch. Really good for the hips and the emotional well-being. Maybe flex that upper foot and bring that foot toward that upper foot over towards the left, towards the floor, any amount to find a stretch on that outer right hip. And back up to center. Right foot down now, other side, left foot over the right knee. Press that knee toward the front of the mat. Finding your depth here, whatever feels good to you. And press, press, press. Finding that nice stretch in the left hip. Releasing some emotional tension. Emotional tension is stored in the hips quite a bit. And then maybe you take that left foot and dip it over toward the mat to the right. Coming back to center now. Both legs long, sitting up tall. Palms forward. And we're coming to lie flat. As slow as you can, begin to bring your spine flat to the mat. Maybe stretch the arms overhead. Take a deep breath and feel how wonderful it feels to just be in the supine flat back position. Pull the knees in, hug them in, pull the tailbone down. Soles of the feet now up toward the ceiling as you perhaps grab the feet or maybe the shins. For happy baby, in happy baby, the feet are reaching really up to the ceiling and you're pulling the knees toward the armpits as the tailbone comes to the mat, toward the mat, I should say. Happy baby. Release the left leg long and pull that right knee in and then let it drop over to the left for your supine twist. Now, this is not pulling. This is not cranking. This is gravity working to pull the knee down. Reach the right arm long and gaze over the right fingertips. How are your shoulder blades? Make sure they're still glued to that mat. And that might mean your twist isn't quite as deep, but that's okay. Shoulder blades to the mat. Breathing here. Coming back to center now, pull both knees in. Send the right leg long. This time the left knee over to the right and the left arm is long. Shoulder blades glued to the mat as you gaze over the left fingertips. Ooh, maybe you're having some cracking, some popping. It might be good. Feels good in me. I had that. Supine twist. Back to center now. Pull the knees in. big circle with the knees here. And then other direction. Finding a massage for the upper glute, the lower back. Taking any last movement that your body might be calling for. And when you're ready, release the legs out long and the arms by the side with palms facing up. And come into our final pose, Shavasana. Shavasana, where we let all of our work settle within us and we rest, bringing our awareness to our body, scanning the body, finding any last minute places where you might be holding tension still, noticing that and letting that go. Relaxing intentionally all the muscles of the face, letting the tongue fall heavy in the mouth, feeling your sweet heartbeat working hard for you, and your breath coming to its natural rhythm. Letting your feet fall just as they do naturally. You might want to come back to your one-word intention and close the eyes down if you feel comfortable and rest here for about 1 minute. If you'd like to stay longer, pause the video. If you're ready to come out of Shavasana, roll slowly to one side and press back up to a seated position. Thank you so much for honoring me with your presence today in your practice. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day full of joy. Namaste.